Good evening. Welcome to our regular meeting of the St. Mary Parish School Board on February 13th, 2025 at 5:30 p.m. in the Evan Medine Meeting Room. Dr. Fagenbush, please call roll.
Ms. Brent? Present. Ms. Moore? Present. Ms. Anselm? Present. Ms. Jones? Ms. Griffin? Ms. LaSalle? Present. Mr. Guillory? Present. Mr. Parody? Here. Mr. Mancuso? Here. Mrs. Dennis? Here. And Ms. Black? Here. We have a quorum.
If you are able to, please stand for the invocation followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Would everyone please bow your heads for a moment of prayer? Father God, we come before your holy presence with thanksgiving and praise for all of the bountiful blessings that you continue to bestow on all of us. We thank you for giving your wisdom to Dr. Fagenbush, Mrs. Black, and all of the school board members as they make decisions tonight that will allow our school district to continue to excel and prosper. We thank you for keeping our schools and everyone associated as safe as possible. Finally, thank you for blessing and protecting our St. Mary Parish, our state of Louisiana, and most importantly, thank you for continuing to bless and protect our United States of America. We ask these blessings in your name and the name of Jesus. Amen.
All right, thank you. First up is our Student and Employees of the Month. And first up is Berwick Junior High School.
Good evening. First, I would like to thank y'all for having this evening. I'd like to take this opportunity to present to you our Employee of the Month, Mr. Jesus Ramirez. Mr. Ramirez, he is known on campus, has been at Berwick Junior High for 3 years now. He currently serves as our head custodian. Mr. Ramirez is always going above and beyond what is asked of him. He is committed to getting the job done. He shows up, never complains. Even when faced with some adversity, he still comes to work with a smile on his face and completes the job. He is a pleasure to have on campus. His positive vibes are contagious. Mr. Ram, thank you for all that you do for us, and it's my pleasure to introduce to y'all Mr. Jesus Ramirez as Berwick Junior High's Employee of the Month.
Your student too, and then they'll all come up. Does Mr. Ramirez have any family here present?
Yeah.
Okay.
Our Student of the Month, she's running a little bit late, I think, because she had softball practice, and she is very, very active on our campus. She is Miss Riley Freyu.
We can wait for her
you want to?
Yeah, let's wait till after the.
I know she has.
Yeah, nope.
Sure.
Let's wait for her.
Okay.
Mr. Ramirez, we're still going to want to have someone recognize you with your plaque. I've been a little under the weather, so Dr. Sanders will be assisting with that this evening.
You're all over the place, Mr. Ram.
All right, while we wait for Riley, we'll do J.B. Maitland Elementary School.
Good evening. Thank everyone for this opportunity to recognize Julia B. Maitland Elementary School with the Employee of the Month and the Student of the Month. I'll start with the Student of the Month, but he has the flu, so he wasn't able to make it. It is Briggs Bellot, 5th grader at Julia B. Maitland. He would have been here with his grandmother, his aunt, and his sister Nola, who's a second grader at Maitland. But they would like to say that they were proud of him, and we are proud of Bricks as well as a fifth grade student of the year and of the month here. He's an honor roll student in the gifting program, and he's a leader amongst his peers. He also scored mastery and advanced the last 2 years on the LEAP through hard work and dedication. He's an active member of Beta and band, and he plays the baritone. He has a plan to be a part of NASA, but don't worry about that because he's scared of heights. So we talked him into working on the ground in robotics. Teachers at Maitland say that he's an amazing student and an amazing person. Bricks has an eagerness to learn. He plays the baritone, like I said, beautifully. Not as great as I did under Mr. Holmes. And he's a great example to his peers. He's such a joy to teach. He's calm nature. He brings balance to any student group he works with. And he's a helpful, eager to learn, and a joy to have in any classrooms. He's extremely considerate of others and always willing to do whatever is asked. Ms. Hills wrote this, but I just want to say Bricks is a model student. This is my words. He's an example of how students should be at Maitland, and it's an honor and a pleasure to be in his presence, and especially going to school with his dad and graduating with his aunt who's raising him. He's come a long way, so congratulations to Bricks Billot. Oh yeah, he has great hair like Ms. Osborne says. Got that long hair, curly hair. All right, I'm pleased to introduce Julia B. Maitland's Employee of the Month, Ms. Courtney Osborne. She is accompanied today by her husband, Cade, her mother, Ms. Kay Freyu, and some other people. How y'all doing? Ms. Osborne is currently our third grade teacher. She has taught for 10 years in first, second, and now third grade at Julia B. Maitland. She loves her school and never plans to leave because she is surrounded by the best administration, staff, and students in the parish outside of Maitland. Ms. Osborne enjoys spending time with and taking care of her beautiful family. She leads in many aspects as a content leader, a Title I member, and she's on our instructional leadership team. She's always willing to dig in deeper with the curriculum. Her focus is on improving to give our students the very best. Ms. Osborne's colleagues describe her as motivated, always willing to support and organize, as well as hands-on mentor who models adapting to difficult situations with ease and grace. Our parents love and respect Ms. Osborne. She has a genuine care for our mighty Mustangs. Although we are thankful that you feel this is an honor to be named Maitland's Teacher of the Year and Employee of the Month, it's my honor to be standing on side of you. Thank you, Ms. Osborne, for being such an inspiration to our students, faculty, and staff at Julia B. Maitland. And I just want to point out that you take notes. She's going to be a good leader one day. I'm not going to put the principal curse on her, but somewhere in this office, she should be here one day. I go to her when I need an example for another teacher because she does everything, meticulously, and she pays attention to detail. So thank you, Ms. Osborne, for everything that you do, and congratulations.
All right, next up is Morgan City High School.
Good evening. My name is Lacey Quintanilla. I'm the principal of Morgan City High School, and it's my pleasure to present to you tonight our Student of the Month, Miss Shirley Perez de Leon. Shirley's accompanied tonight by her father. She's a poised, responsible young lady who strives for excellence in everything she does. She's kind and dependable. She's intelligent and multifaceted, a member of gifted, talented art, talented music, and talented theater, and probably some other talented things I forgot. She's artistically talented, winning student art shows every year, yet remaining extremely humble. Somehow, while maintaining a 4.0 in school and holding down a job, she's still very involved at Morgan City High School. She's in Beta, she's a Tiger Ambassador, and she's in Student Council. Are you president? She's president of Student Council. Vice president, sorry. She's soccer captain and, being fluent in both English and Spanish, the vice president of the Foreign Language Society. She's kind to all, despite being such an exceptional kid. She plans to attend Nicholls State in the fall on an academic scholarship and study pre-med with plans to become a pediatrician. I present to you Morgan City High School Student of the Year, Shirley Perez de Leon. Our Employee of the Month is Miss Tara Williams, who is also our Teacher of the Year. She's been teaching for 16 years, even though she doesn't look like it. And although it is a subject that's very difficult for me to understand, she does a phenomenal job of teaching math to our students. She's always looking for new strategies and practices to keep her students engaged, and I would easily argue that she is one of the best teachers that St. Mary Parish has to offer. Not only is she a great teacher, though, she goes above and beyond in all aspects of her life. She's a wonderful mother. Her son isn't here tonight because he's at a baseball game, a caring friend, and a fantastic role model. I present to you our Teacher of the Year and Employee of the Month, Miss Tara Williams.
Perfect. Okay, next up, under appearances, recognition of newly appointed positions.
Good evening. I'm proud to introduce Ms. Becky Voisin, who is no stranger to any of us, but her new appointment will be Chief Financial Officer. She is a lifelong resident of St. Mary Parish. She graduated from our public school system, Morgan City High School. She earned her bachelor's degree in accounting from Nicholls State University in 1995. She comes with 29 years of experience with accounting and financial management. She worked 2 years at Dornell Sykes in accounting and auditing. Then she was a controller at Cameron Ironworks, right? For 11 years, and has spent the last 16 years in St. Mary Parish as the chief accountant. I think it goes without saying that she is extremely knowledgeable of the accounting and finance. She is a member of the Louisiana Association of School Business Officials, Government Finance Officers Association, Louisiana Association of Federal Education Program Administrators, and Louisiana Association of Risk Management. She also maintains 60 continuing professional education hours every 3 years to maintain her certification as a certified school business official, which she earned in 2012. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to announce our new CFO, Ms. Becky Voisin.
Thanks so much. Good evening. I'd like to express my sincerest gratitude to Dr. Fagenbush, Dr. Sanders, Ms. Estee, and the board for your vote of confidence in selecting me to be your newly appointed CFO. I'm truly honored to have been given this opportunity and promise to do my very best to provide you with critical, accurate, non-biased information so that you're able to make informed, financially sound decisions to provide students the resources they need to succeed. Please know that I have always and will always continue to make the school board's financial health my priority. I'm super excited to begin this new journey and look forward to working with each and every one of you. Thank you again for this incredible opportunity.
And she's also joined by some of her colleagues in her department, too.
All right. There is no amended agenda, so next will be approval of the official school board minutes from our regular meeting on January 9th, 2025. Mr. Mancuso makes a motion to accept that. Ms. Moore seconds it. Any discussion or questions? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next will be the approval of the consent agenda. The items preceded with an asterisk will constitute the consent agenda, with board members being able to remove any item so desired. All remaining items will constitute the finalized consent agenda and be voted on all together. Dr. Fagenbush, please read the items on the consent agenda.
Number 1, approve banking resolutions authorizing signatories of various schools as a result of recent appointments. Number 2, permission to advertise for bids, A, JS Oakland Boiler Replacement Project. Sorry. And that is it.
All right, what are the wishes of the board? Ms. Moore makes a motion to accept it. Mr. Mancuso.
Want to talk about 2A.
Okay, so we'll pull 2A. All right, so left will be to approve banking resolutions authorizing signatories at various schools as a result of recent appointments. Ms. Moore, you make that motion? All right, can I have a second? Mr. Mancuso seconds it. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, before we move on, can we recognize Ms. Riley? Here. Thank you for joining us.
Thank y'all so much again. I would like to present to you Ms. Riley Freeyou as our Student of the Month. She is here with her parents, Mr. Roy and Jennifer, and her brother, Noah. Riley is currently an 8th grader on our campus who is very active in all that she does. She is a member of our Beta Club, where she serves as a reporter. She is also a member of Student Council. She's a member of the softball team and track teams, as well as participates in the district's talented art and music programs. As you can see, Riley's a well-rounded student, and she exemplifies our school mission by doing the right thing with the right attitude on a daily basis. Her teachers have a lot of great things to say about her. She's attentive in class. She participates in class. She helps her classmates when needed. Just great things to say about her, and they enjoy having her in their classes. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Ms. Riley Freeyou as our Student of the Month.
Well worth the wait.
All right, next up, 2A, permission to advertise for bids for JS Oakland Boiler Replacement Project. Mr. Wise.
Yes, ma'am. So just looking for a brief summary, is this an emergency repair? This is kind of a longer term. I think we had set some money aside last year.
Yeah,
for
during,
this.
during special projects, we have set aside $200,000 worth of capital funds for this project. We anticipate the project being between $180,000 and $200,000 with fees, so we're proceeding this summer to change that boiler. Okay.
Thank you. What are the wishes of the board?
Make the
Mr.
motion.
Mancuso makes a motion. Ms. Dennis seconds it. Any discussion or questions? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next, under business affairs, approve school board member training resolution for the year 2024, reflecting each member of the St. Mary Parish School Board for receiving a minimum of 6 hours of training and instruction as required by Act 705 of the 2011 Louisiana Legislature. Gotcha. Okay, those board members include Lindsay T. Anslem, Elena L. Black, Quincy M. Brent, Rhonda Orr Dennis, Ginger S. Griffin, Lawrence A. Guillory, Deborah Orr Jones, Marilyn P. LaSalle, Andrew V. Mancuso, Tammy M. Moore, Chad M. Parody. Congratulations. Next, recognize and honor board members for achieving certified school board member designation that voluntarily earned 20 or more LSBA-approved training hours during the 2024 calendar year. Those members are Lindsay T. Anslem, Rhonda Orr Dennis, Quincy M. Brent, Tammy M. Moore. Congratulations. Okay. All right. Next, number 3, approve resolution authorizing newly appointed chief financial officer to move funds between accounts and in payment of certain obligations. All right, can I have a motion? Ms. Anslem makes that motion. Ms. Jones makes a second. Any discussion or questions? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 4, approve a resolution authorizing designated personnel to apply for credit on behalf of the St. Mary Parish School Board. Ms. Moore makes a motion. Ms. LaSalle seconds it. Any questions or discussion? Ms. Jones.
What's the credit for? I mean, can you give me an explanation? What is this? I don't understand it.
Wazan, yes, please.
The previous credit card that we had with Regions Bank did not allow us to view transactions online, and so therefore we are applying with TCM Bank, who is affiliated with Patterson State Bank locally, to get a new credit card whereby we can more closely monitor the transactions.
Any more questions or discussion? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next, number 5, consider designation of funds for future technology needs and take appropriate action. Mr. Perry.
You may recall we had designated a total of $5 million towards future technology needs, and we had freed up $1.5 million last year, leaving us a balance of $3.5 million. So I would ask that we can redesignate an additional $1.5 million to bring our total back up to $5 million. Remember, these funds cannot be accessed without somebody coming to the board to get permission. And this is necessary because we have no dedicated funding source for these types of initiatives. So I ask that we approve this item.
All right. Ms. LaSalle? Okay, Ms. LaSalle makes that motion. Ms. Jones seconds it. Any questions or discussion? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 6, consider transfer of funds for future maintenance needs and take appropriate action. Mr. Perry.
Once again, this becomes necessary because capital projects funds do not have any dedicated source other than transfers from the general fund or the maintenance funds. You might recall at the last meeting, we had some unanticipated expenditures we had to approve for the tracks. And I told you guys then I would come back with something. So because our balance was a little low in one of the funds, I'm asking that we transfer $500,000 to each of the maintenance district capital projects funds from the general fund for a total of $1.5 million. So I'm asking that we transfer that. I ask for permission of that.
Thank you very much. What are the wishes of the board? Ms. Brent makes that motion. Ms. LaSalle seconds it. Any questions or discussion? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, next up, committee reports. Number 1, Special Education Advisory Council meeting met on February 3rd. Ms. McClarity isn't here. Okay, Dr. Fagenbush.
On behalf of Ms. McClarity, we had a wonderful special education task force meeting. We had representatives from all of our gifted and talented programs that evening. We had live music. We had artists presenting their artwork. We had some vocal talent as far as extemporaneous presentations and things like that. So it was probably one of the best committee meetings I've ever attended personally. It is on our streaming site, so if you'd like to go back and watch our wonderful children in action, please do so.
Thank you. Next, discuss to set date and time for policy committee meeting. Mr. Mancuso.
Ms. Black, I'd like to set that date time later when we hear back from Ms. Janet Pope. I'd like her to be at that one as we make that transition to the new platform. So we do have one policy that is up for discussion right now. That's electronic telecommunication devices. That's a change by Bessie, State School Board, so we will be addressing that one. But I would also like to wait for her to confirm when she can make it.
Mr. Mancuso, just clarification, would you like to go ahead and do like an open understanding that is going to be prior to the next meeting and then come to the committee meeting members?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to do it for our next meeting so that we can have it out there, and then we're able to approve it at our next regular board meeting.
Okay, any other committee requests? Okay, moving on, staff reports. Number 1, Chief Financial Officer's report, and I believe this might be Mr. Perry's last one.
Yes, it is.
Make it a good one, Mr. Perry.
Well, it is a good one. Our sales tax, we're 7 months into the year, and we did collect this month $2.5 million versus $2 million, so almost $500,000 over budget, so that's a good thing. We're doing quite well with our sales tax, primarily because of a one-time audit. Next item is the financial statements, which are in the packet through, I think it's December. And the final item, other significant items, I just wanted to make mention of a couple of things. Next month, well, first I'd like to congratulate Ms. Wazan. She's waited patiently for 16 years for me to either retire or die. And fortunately, it's retire, but she'll do a great job. But with that said, the March agenda I'll kind of set up for her, but y'all will have a lot of insurance renewals, property, boiler machinery, and then the workers' comp program. Additionally, I'd like to make mention we need to get moving on the renewal of the 0.45% sales tax. I've consulted with our bonding attorney and got some dates, and he has a recommendation of October 11th, 2025. So if that's the date that the board will want to go with at the next meeting, we would actually need to announce it. And then the meeting after that, adopt a resolution to send to the State Bond Commission. So with that said, there can be some dialogue between, but that October 11th date is done in such a way to give you all the opportunities that you may need in the event of failure, which we don't anticipate that. So that's why that's the date. So Ms. Wiseman will come back at the next meeting with that. So that's all I have to say.
All right, thank you. Next. I do. I do want to say a little something for Mr. Perry, because this is his last board meeting. Today, we gather to celebrate your last board meeting on your well-deserved retirement as Chief Financial Officer after many years of exceptional service to the St. Mary Parish School Board. Throughout his years of service, Mr. Perry's dedication to ensuring the financial health of our schools has had a lasting impact on countless students, educators, and staff members. His expertise has shaped the foundation for much of the growth and success we have experienced in our school district. His contributions have allowed us to invest in our students' futures while maintaining the fiscal responsibility our community deserves. Mr. Perry, your commitment to excellence and your unwavering support for the students and staff of St. Mary Parish are truly appreciated. As you begin this exciting new chapter, know that your legacy of service will continue to resonate in our schools for many years to come. On behalf of the St. Mary Parish School Board, thank you for your dedication and congratulations on your retirement. We wish you all the best in your next adventures, and may they bring you much joy and fulfillment. Thank you very much, Mr. Perry.
Y'all, he didn't want this.
Definitely
didn't
trying to
want
make
this.
me cry. Well,
Look how red he is.
it's bittersweet, but I know it's time. And it's being left in great hands. And I'd just like to say we wouldn't have had successes without the staff I've had through the years, the supervisors, the superintendents, and most importantly, the support from you board members. So thank you and good luck. And I'll always be available if anybody needs anything. Thank you.
Dr. Fagenbush, and her superintendent's report.
Following Martin Luther King Jr. holiday and a few extra days from unprecedented snow time off, we are happy to announce the successful opening of Franklin Junior High School at 1600 Main Street, the newly renovated site. I would like to thank the administration, faculty, and staff for their support in making this transition a successful one. The student response has been tremendous, and we look forward to our continued success at this site. Site dedication will be announced soon for official ribbon cutting. And at this time, I'd also like to thank Mr. Wise for his ongoing support and oversight of that renovation. We do have some small things left still to do, and thank you for continuing to do that. In December, the newly formed Industrial Task Force met to discuss how to better align our educational efforts with local industries. Over 15 community representatives came together for a productive conversation focused on two key areas: expanding student access to industry work experience and enhancing the visibility of career opportunities, not only with local industry, but also our schools. The success of this initial meeting sets a strong foundation for future collaboration, and the task force will meet again in early March to continue these important discussions. On February 4th, Morgan City Junior High School hosted a district-wide English Learner Parent Night for supporters of students who will be taking the English Learner Proficiency Test, also known as the ELPT, starting this month. It was a very successful evening with over 70 attendees. Mr. Hamid Dadouam, EL instructor at Morgan City Junior High School, led the event. We are grateful to all who contributed to making this event a success and look forward to hosting more of these informative gatherings in the future. District and school leaders met earlier this week to discuss upcoming scheduling and student needs to properly prepare for the upcoming school term. Yes, it's time to plan already. Proper planning and course offerings will allow us to successfully prepare our students for their future goals and needs. Middle and high schools are currently planning family nights and scheduling opportunities for their students. Please follow local media and be sure to sign up in the Student Progress Center for current notifications. Community members wishing to join our Black History Month celebrations that are open to the public should refer to our district and social media sites for dates and times. We have many wonderful celebrations planned throughout the month to recognize the rich history, contributions, and milestones that have contributed to the development of us all. Don't miss out on the opportunity to celebrate, learn, and connect with us. Also, I'd like to take a moment to reiterate the kind words from Mr. Perry that President Black said, and we wish you the best of time off with your family and particularly your grandchildren. I know you're looking forward to that. So thank you.
Okay, next we have, can I get a motion to adjourn following the resolution of respect? Ms. Moore. Ms. Moore makes that motion, Ms. Jones makes that second. Any questions or discussion? All those in,
Ms. Black,
before we do that,
correct, yes. I'd like to request that we schedule a special meeting to discuss the contract renewal for Dr. Fagenbush, as
Okay.
well as consider yourself and our vice president to enter into contract negotiations.
okay,
If we can set a date and time.
all right. Do you have a date in mind?
Wednesday, February 19th.
A time, 5:30?
It's fine.
No. No, it's normally to vote to renew, and then if that is, then it would be for the president and vice president to enter into negotiations. Okay. So what time did you say?
5:30 is fine.
Okay, does anybody have a conflict with that? Because we want everybody to be present. Next Wednesday at 5:30. I would get on the right day. Hearing no objections, we'll have a special meeting on February 19th, Wednesday, February 19th at 5:30. All right. We have a motion and a second to adjourn following the resolutions of respect. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Please stand if you are able to.
In memoriam of Maria T. Day, retired school secretary, and Tammy Miette, retired school cafeteria technician, whereas Almighty God, in his infinite wisdom, has taken from our midst, and whereas their untimely death has deprived the St. Mary Parish school system of these beloved colleagues. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the St. Mary Parish School Board and the people attending this board meeting bow our heads in silent prayer out of respect and extend to their bereaved families our sincere condolences and express the high regard in which we held each of them in life and honor their memory in death. Let us adjourn the meeting out of respect for Miss Maria T. Day and Miss Tammy Miette.